Hi, here is World Top 10 Fighter Aircraft. 1. Boeing F22 Raptor. The F22 Raptor air superiority fighter is almost invisible to radars. This aircraft carries a powerful array of weaponry. It is the most advanced and most expensive production fighter aircraft to date. Many of sensors and avionics of this plane remain classified. Engines of the Raptor allow the aircraft to supercruise over long ranges, while thrust vectoring nozzles, combined with a triplex fly-by-wire flight control system, make it exceptionally maneuverable. The F-22 started life as a straightforward air superiority fighter. However, since its introduction, this aircraft lacks a formidable air threat from other countries' fighters. Later it evolved towards the multi-role fighter, as strike capability was added. This advanced aircraft was never offered for export customers, even other allies and NATO countries. Currently it is the best fighter aircraft ever built. Number 2. Lockheed Martin F35. The F35, also known as the Lightning II, is a new multi-role fighter. One of its variants, the F35B, achieved initial operational capability with the U.S. Marine Corps in 2015. The F35 developed under a Joint Strike Fighter program, which was intended to replace existing aircraft types with a common fighter. In the near future, the F-35 will replace the AV-8B, A-10, F-16 and F-A-18 warplanes in service with the U.S. military. Also, it will be exported to a number of countries. The F-35 has a configuration similar to that of Lockheed Martin's own F-22 design, however it is slightly smaller and has one engine. It exploits stealth technology, which reduces its radar cross-section and makes it harder to detect for radars. This multi-role fighter can perform on-air defense missions, close air support and tactical bombing. It is compatible with the latest air-to-ground and air-to-ground missiles. This aircraft is proposed in 3 main variants, including the F-35A conventional takeoff and landing aircraft, F-35B short takeoff and vertical landing aircraft, and F-35C carrier wrist aircraft. These variants share about 80% air parts to keep development and production costs low. It also requires less logistic support. Number 3. Chengdu J20. The Chengdu J20 is the new China's stealth fighter. It was designed to compete against other 5th-generation fighters, such as the US F22 Raptor and Russian PAK-FA. It is speculated that development of the J20 was assisted by the Russian MiG aviation company. Low-rate initial production of the stealthy aircraft commenced in 2015. First operational J-20 stealthy fighters were delivered to Chinese Air Force in 2016. During the last decade, China has taken a more transparent approach to its military programs. Still, though, there is little official information on this plane. Most likely that the new J-20 is a long-range air superiority fighter, which might also have a secondary ground attack capability. The new Chinese warplane might actually be an advanced 4th-generation fighter, rather than a true 5th-generation fighter. This Chinese fighter has 2 large internal weapon bays for long-range air-to-air missiles and 2 small side-mounted weapon bays for short-range air-to-air missiles. Missiles are stored in these weapon bays in order to reduce the radar cross-section. It also has large fuel tanks for long-range missions. It carries more fuel and weapons than the American F-22 Raptor. Furthermore, this aircraft is capable of high-speed operations. Number 4. Boeing F/A-18EF Super Hornet. Currently, the Super Hornet is the most capable U.S. Navy's multi-role fighter. It is based on the aircraft carriers can attack both air and surface targets. The Super Hornet is also in service with Australia as the main fighter aircraft. The F/A-18EF is a larger and more capable derivative of the F/A-18CD Hornet. The Super Hornet is fitted with new engines. It has additional hardpoints and can carry more missiles. This aircraft has extended range due to larger internal storage of fuel. The Super Hornet also has improved avionics. Some measures were taken to reduce radar cross-section of this aircraft. Number 5. Eurofighter Typhoon. In 1986, the Eurofighter Consortium was formed by Germany, Italy, the UK and, later, Spain, to develop a new multi-role combat aircraft, optimized as a beyond visual range interceptor with a secondary ground attack capability. This aircraft carries advanced European-designed missiles. It is fitted with a very modern and comprehensive avionics package. It is claimed that Typhoon is half as combat effective as the American F22 Raptor. It is an approximate estimate, however it seems that Typhoon is superior to the F15F, French Rafale, evolved Russian Su-27 variants and many other aircraft. The Eurofighter Typhoon will form the cornerstone of European air power until well into the 21st century. Number 6. Dassault Rafale. The Rafale is in service both with the French Air Force and Navy. This multi-role fighter features some of the very latest avionics systems. Also some measures were taken to reduce radar cross-section of this aircraft. This aircraft is very maneuverable. The Rafale can track 40 targets and fire at 4 targets simultaneously. This aircraft can hold its own against the latest versions of the American F16. The Dassault Rafale will form the cornerstone of French air power until well into the 21st century. Number 7. Sukhoi Su35. The Su-35 multi-role fighter is a significantly developed version of the Su-27. It is being offered for export as a replacement for the Su-27 and MiG-29 fighters. In 2012 it has been adopted by the Russian Air Force. Developers refer the Su-35 as 4++ generation fighter. It is a very fast and highly maneuverable fighter with very long range, high altitude capability and heavy armament. It poses great threat to Western 4+ generation fighters. The Su-35 is primarily an air superiority fighter. However, it has secondary air-to-ground capability. This aircraft can carry enormous amount of weapons. It has 12 wing and fuselage hardpoints and can carry ordnance with a maximum weight of up to 8,000 kg. Its large and powerful engines give it ability to supercruise for a long time. Also, its engines allow to reach supersonic speeds without using an afterburner. Engines have a three-dimensional thrust vectoring and make this aircraft very maneuverable. However, Russia still lags behind in the development, acquisition and employment of some of the latest technologies. Recently, a new Sukhoi Su-35 stealthy air superiority fighter is being developed in Russia. First operational aircraft might be delivered to the Russian Air Force in 20,172,018. Number 8. McDonnell Douglas F15 Eagle. The F15 Eagle is a purpose-built air superiority fighter designed to penetrate enemy defense. Although now in service for over 30 years, it remains a formidable warplane. This aircraft scored more than 100 air kills and is considered among the most successful Cold War era fighters. The F-15 is equipped with weaponry and electronics, enabling it to detect, acquire, track and attack enemy aircraft, while operating in enemy-controlled airspace. This fighter carries a wide range of air-to-air missiles and is extremely maneuverable. Also, it has strong high-speed maneuverability. Through modifications and upgrades, the F-15 has been constantly improved. The F-15 Eagle is still in service with the U.S. Air Force and is expected to remain operational, at least until 2025. This aircraft has been exported to Israel, Japan and Saudi Arabia. Number 9. Mikoyan MiG31. The MiG31, NATO designation Foxhound A, was developed as part of an overall program to provide the Soviet air defenses with the ability to meet the threat posed by NATO low-level strike aircraft and cruise missiles. This interceptor has a high speed, altitude and rate of climb. However, it sacrifices maneuverability in order to achieve these capabilities. The MiG-31 is among the fastest production aircraft. It uses missiles to shot down enemy aircraft at long distances. The latest version is the MiG-31BM. This is built as a true multi-role Foxhound, able to undertake long-range interception, precision strike and defense suppression tasks. Both cockpits feature advanced displays allowing the crew to deploy precision-guided munitions. A project to upgrade Russian interceptors to the MiG-31BM standard was begun in 2010. This interceptor continued to form the backbone of Russia's air defenses. Number 10. Lockheed Martin F16 Fighting Falcon. The F-16 was lighter, less expensive alternative to the F-15 Eagle. Unlike the F-15, which is purely an air superiority fighter. The F-16 is a multi-role aircraft, capable of attacking air and ground targets. The F-16 has been produced in large numbers and participated in numerous conflicts. Over 500 aircraft have been built. It has been widely exported and is currently operational with 26 countries around the world. The F-16 is battle-proven. This aircraft is small, but highly maneuverable. The F-16 has a bubble single-piece canopy for excellent pilot visibility, which becomes during close combat. The F-16 is still in service with the U.S. Air Force and will remain operational until 2025. In the future it will be replaced by the new F-35 Lightning II.